Hello, grade 6s. We are continuing to study algebra. A couple of days ago we looked at how to solve an algebraic problem using logic. So thinking, well, if x plus 3 equals 7, then 7 is 3 more than x. So we could find x by taking 3 away from 7. So 7 minus 3 is 4, so x equals 4. So that was one way we solved problems, by using logic. Previous to that, we looked at making models. So we would model an equation, such as using bowls like this and counters, and we are going to do that again. And I'm going to use that to show you another way to solve problems, which is solving equations by guessing and checking. And that might not seem like a real method to just guess, but sometimes that's a legitimate method, just guessing and then checking if you're right. And it's especially useful if it's quite a low number, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. The better you know your math facts, then the better you get at just quickly seeing what the answer must be. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that works by using our model and by using this chart up here. So we have an equation, 4x plus 3 equals 31, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, and I'll show you how we can guess and check for the answer by using this model and by using this chart. Okay, so 4x plus 3 equals 31. So remember that x means an unknown number. So we don't know what is in each of these containers. So this is x. Each one of these are called x, and we have 4 of them. So that's why we wrote 4x. Now plus 3 means that there are 3 cubes outside of the x values. And I'm going to put these in here to find out how many must be in each container if 4x plus 3 equals 31. So we have 31 cubes here, including these 3. That's 31 altogether. And I don't want any of these cubes here. I want them to all be split up inside the bowl. So I could just drop one by one in the bowls until they were all gone, and then I would count how many are in the bowls, and then I would know what the x value is. But if you were using this equation and you didn't want to get counters, you could still figure it out by using this chart. So we'll do both at the same time. Okay, so let's put one in each bowl. And then we'll see if that's right. So we can see right away it's not the answer because we still have some of these 31 left. But what would that be? What if x did equal 1? There was just 1 in each bowl. What would that equal? So let's try the equation and see what that gives us. So 4 times x, if x was 1, 4 times x, so 4 plus 3 would be 7. So is that true? No. So that's not true. We need 4x plus 3 to equal 31, not 7. So I think you can tell pretty quickly that we're nowhere near getting to our answer, but let's just keep going through and seeing what we get. So what we'll do is put one more in each bowl, and so we'll see so again, we can see this is not the answer based on our model because we haven't used all of these, but let's see what it equals if we try it up here. So if x were 2, 4 times 2 plus 3 would be 11, okay? And is that true? Is 11 31? No. Okay, and I think quickly you'll see what the pattern is here as well, and that will help you. So let's try another. Let's say x was 3, so we'll put one more in each of these. Again, we are not there, we're getting closer. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15. That is not true. This, having an x value of 3, does not make this equation true. So it's not 3. Okay, do you see the pattern here? Each time this number, what the equation equals, increases by 4. And why is that? because there's 4 bowls and we're putting 1 extra cube in each time. 1 times 4, so that means our answer goes up by 4. So you can kind of skip count ahead here, and once you get to 31, you'll know that you are at the right answer. So you could jump ahead and do that if you're understanding where we're going. But if not, just keep watching. So let's try one more. So we'll put 1 more in each bowl, which means that now we're using an x value of 4. Let's see if that's the correct answer. We'll plug it back into the equation. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 3, 19. Does 4 give us the right x value? 16 plus 3, 19. 19 equals 31? No, that doesn't make sense. So that is not the right x value. That cannot be the answer. So let's put 1 more in each container. So now we're talking about x equals 5. Let's see if that makes the equation true. 4 times 5 plus 3. So 4 times 5 is 20 plus 3, 23. No, we are getting closer, but we are not quite there. So let's try it for an x value of 6. So we'll put 1 more in each bowl. Okay, so 6. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27, and that is not true. That is not 31, so that does not make sense. So let's try the next one. So we'll put 1 in each bowl. Okay, and we can see now we've used up all our cubes except for those 3 that need to stay outside the bowl. So we know that this is the right answer, but let's make sure on here. So 7, let's say 7 is our x value because there's 7 in each bowl. So 7 times 4 is 28 plus 3 is 31. And does 31 make this equation true? 31 equals 31. Yes, so we've got it. So we don't need to do 8. 8 will give us too high of a number. And we can see from our model that we are all out of cubes. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 29, 30, 31. So the x value is 7. So x equals 7. Okay, so hopefully you've understood that. If you need to watch that again, feel free to do that. And you can get started on our page trying to solve algebra using another method of guessing and checking. I'll put the page number down below. Thanks.